Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Jordy and this is a reading for the collective, which means it's geared towards anybody who feels drawn to the title of this reading. Regardless of your zodiac sign, you can benefit from these messages and resonate with what I'm talking about if you feel drawn to this video. So we're going to start by doing some crystal ball gazing, and we'll talk about some of the things we see in the crystal ball. Then we'll move into pulling a rune and a full 10-card tarot spread using the Smith-Waite Tarot deck. Thank you so much for being here today and for liking, sharing, commenting below, and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate all of your love and support. I haven't been posting for the past 2 weeks because I had to move and work quite a lot, so it was a busy transition for myself, but I'll be back here posting more regularly from now on. And you can always keep on top of those short videos I'm making on YouTube, as I'll be making those kind of on the go, and they can kind of give you shorter messages until you wait for the next video to come out. Okay, so clearing our minds for the crystal ball. Just take a deep breath in together and let it go. Connecting to the collective energies. So I'm seeing a moon, which also looks like the Eucharist. I think it's called the Eucharist or whatever, like the little piece of bread that they give at church. It looks like a moon, but it also looks like that, like the bread of, like the body of Christ, basically. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's getting broken off into half, and those crescent moons are moving, and now I'm seeing like a full moon with 2 crescent moons on either side, which is the symbolism of the High Priestess energy in the tarot, as well as the triple goddess, Hecate, the triple goddess, or the moon goddess of the different moon phases. So there's something here about the moon and Christ and also the goddess. What else do we see in the crystal ball? I'm seeing some playing cards. I'm seeing someone playing poker. And now I'm seeing everybody turning to stone. It reminds me of a part of a book I used to read where these poker players were turned into stone by one of the main characters. It's like a magical book series. It was about Greek mythology. And Hecate is a Greek goddess as well. So there's definitely like a Greek Christian type of energy in this reading today. What else do we see in the crystal ball? I'm seeing a stop, like someone putting their hand up in front of me, and like in the symbolism of stop. Like, when you tell someone to stop with your hand up, right? And now I'm seeing someone making a finger gun. And they've pointed it towards a pear tree. Okay, that's lots of symbols. Let's break it down. Hopefully I'll remember them all. First of all, the moon. Moon talks about time. The cycles that change us. The moon changes its phase every day. And every couple of days it moves through a different zodiac sign. So it's about emotional healing over time. That's what I'm getting. Through the support of your connection to your higher power, to your guru, to your higher self, which could be Jesus or could be anybody. But there's an element here of like balancing natural rhythms with cosmic awareness. That's what I'm getting. Like you could have cosmic awareness of like Christ consciousness or heaven or different things that you want that like anchor you into your spirituality. But then there's also the natural rhythms of the environment around us, like the moon, and then the whole idea of Hecate, the goddess, the triple goddess, the feminine aspect of the universe as well, which is about creation, So there's definitely that going on in the crystal ball today. What else did we see? I forget now. Went from the moon to the blood, the body of Christ, to Hecate, to the poker players. So the poker players turning to stone. In this book I read, I won't talk about the whole book, but basically that symbolizes to me greed. Greed being maybe a blockage for you or something you're struggling with. The idea of greed, the idea of inequality, perhaps. Feeling like you're being taken advantage of financially, even. Or, and how that's going to be dealt with by the divine, is what I'm hearing. And then there's also this like stop energy with the hand coming up, and then a triggering energy with the finger turning into a finger gun, pointing towards a pear tree, which is kind of like reminds me of Christmas time because of that like pear tree type of song or whatever, partridge in a pear tree. So maybe there's some type of something coming to stop around Christmas time for you, maybe financially. But the pear tree also to me represents the divine feminine because of the shape of the pear. Kind of looks like a goddess, Fruit trees represent abundance, long-term abundance. Feels like Mother Nature herself, the moon goddess, Mother Earth, whatever you want to look at the goddess as, wants to give you long-lasting fruit, abundance in some way. And it's spiritual in its nature. Maybe you have to ask for it or pray for it. So the rune we have today is this M shape, which is called Airwas. Airwas is about transportation, motion, duality, and change. It directs towards something new, a spiritual journey. It's kind of like a chariot energy. Looks like a horse. So there's something that's going to move or change over time because of your emotional healing in regards to finances, in regards to stopping something and moving towards something else. So let's grab some cards. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's very different from a personal reading. It may fit, it may not fit. It's geared towards many people. Okay. So let's see what's going on for the collective. We do have some finance cards here with these pentacles. So that does indicate the financial nature of this message. There's another one here too. We also have friendship and romance in these cards. We have passion and intimacy. We have a lot of responsibilities in this card. Okay, so I'm not sure where to start yet. I feel like there's a couple things we can talk about. Let's start with career first. First of all, the career cards here. King of Pentacles. This is what you're good at doing, There's something you're good at doing, and you're doing it. But there's like a stalling happening here with the Seven of Pentacles being reversed. The need to, like the feeling ungrounded with what you're doing, feeling like like this is a plant that's growing in the ground. It's sometimes when it's reversed, it reminds me of like a potted plant that's being transplanted into a new environment where it can grow better. And the King of Pentacles is like a whole company, a whole empire, a whole field of grapes, you know? So it's almost like, and this is one grape bush, right? And then over here, we've got more grapes in the background of this garden. This is when we're having to come up with a solution to be more independent. So it doesn't necessarily mean like there's endings or changes in your career, like changing jobs or anything, but it can mean you have to change how you do your job so you can be more independent and thrive in an environment that's going to foster that independence. You might not be in the right environment right now in order to grow or focus or be grounded within what you want to do. I say that because this is ungrounded energy. These three cards right here, these wands are literally off the ground, flying through the air. This is the imaginary, imagination card of the Page of Cups. And this is the plant that's been, taken out of the ground, and it's being transplanted and repotted and put somewhere else. So maybe the universe is trying to put you somewhere else right now. This is very emotional with the Page of Cups. Like, I think you're open to the idea of a new beginning, a new start, to make things easier, to make things happen more efficiently. It feels like you're about to like plant a seed or start something new when it comes to your finances. And it's going to have a lot of momentum, a lot of movement. But getting started is the hardest part. Bringing the ideas, bringing the plan, the visuals into the physical is going to take some action. So that's what I'm getting for the financial aspect of this reading. And the crystal ball is not really connecting too much to this message with the tarot cards, but it's almost like you're going through something deeply emotional and spiritual with that moon energy and with that Christ energy, like having like a spiritual conversation with the universe. And something here about like trying to, and with that greed energy of the poker players turning to stone, there's a couple energies there. There's a bit of an addiction energy in this spread with the King of Pentacles and all these grapes. And there's also an energy here of getting trapped in your mind, having the inability to take action even though you know what to do, because you want to do something lighter, you want to have more freedom, less responsibility with these cards here. And the Death being reversed is an energy of a portal opening. There will be a shift, It's a transformation that is bound to happen. You may have to let something, you may need to end something in your life in order for your ability to have more freedom in another area of your life. That'll be different for everybody though. There's also these energies over here on this side of the spread of like passion and interest and attraction and intimacy and romance and adventure and connecting through the heart. Just starting things commitment-wise. There's no commitment with this Ace of Pentacles being reversed, but there's a promise of longevity. There's friendship, there's openness, there's lightheartedness, but the raw intensity of a connection is still in the ethers. It's not in this reality yet, and it may never come to be. It's just potentials with these cards, right? Because I definitely feel like career is taking over this reading. This can be an offer here. The Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, that may be more practical and conservative and less about, like, I feel like someone's coming in with an offer here to help you in a way that is not meant to be normally when people have an offer or have a contract or are offering up a commitment of some sort, there's mutual return, there's mutual benefit, there's an exchange. It almost feels like with this type of offer that's coming in, it's like there's the option to give, there's the option to reciprocate, but it's not mandatory with the offer. This feels like a genuine and an authentic gift to you from someone out of the goodness of their heart, simply to help you with whatever you need help with. And if you want to go further with reciprocating or giving back, there's no demands to do so. And that's really nice. There's no codependency in this spread. Okay, we're going to go deeper with the extended messages. So if you wanted to continue with this reading, we're going to clarify each of these tarot cards with additional cards, and we'll just kind of go further with the messages. So you have to be a member in order to watch that part 2, and that's $4.99 a month. You can subscribe and cancel at any time. It only, and it's just another option if you want to go deeper with these messages. You can also book a personal reading with me if you're in my city. We can do one face-to-face. The link is in the description box of this video. And if you want your own personalized YouTube video, no matter where you are in the world, you can book in and send me an email using the link, using the email address, and I'll communicate with you, and we'll come up with a video for you based off of your questions, and I'll make that accessible to you. So lots of options there. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you again soon.